My stamina sucks and I found out why. In this video I'm going to share with you guys all the lessons I've learned in order to improve my own stamina.
Now let me know in the comment sections down below why you want to improve your stamina and what sports you're practicing right now.
About 2 weeks ago I had COVID once again, and this was me after a short 3-kilometer run. Pretty sad considering I was crushing my sprinting and running challenges a couple of weeks prior to that. I shaved almost a second of my 100-meter time and took nearly 5 minutes off my 5k.
I can't fully blame it on COVID though, because since I finished those challenges I haven't been doing a lot of cardio, and my speed, endurance and also my stamina have significantly dropped. So I'm putting some extra work outside of YouTube into that, and I thought why not share some lessons I've learned through that journey. Before I do that, let me share quickly a video of me running and figure out what is wrong with that. Wow, that felt so strange. It is my breathing technique. I'm a mouth breather. I mean, I'm trying to breathe through my nose more frequently now, especially when I'm doing cardio, but as you see, my nose is most of the time so often blocked up, which makes things a lot harder, especially when your heart rate starts to skyrocket. But switching to nose breathing is apparently a game changer, because I looked that up and apparently it can improve your oxygen efficiency by 10 to 25%.
I don't know how, but the studies speak for themselves, and there are several breathing exercises out on the internet. It does not only improve your stamina, but calm you down at the same time.
But I'm being so kind here and share with you one breathing technique or breathing work I've been doing a couple of weeks now. It's from Wim Hof. You probably heard about that guy. He was quite popular a couple of years ago with his cold therapy and also breathing techniques he was practicing. And I also thought to come out here into the nature, into a forest and next to a small stream here. So maybe if you can or have the possibility, go outside and do it there as well. So at first I'm going to explain you how everything works. So you want to take 15 to 30 deep breaths at first, like try to keep it steady and also the rhythm at the same pace. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth or nose, whichever feels comfortable for you. Once you've completed those 15 to 30 deep breaths, exhale all of your air out, like you really want to get all the air out of your lungs and hold that for 30 seconds. During that time, especially on that first 30 seconds hold, try to relax and feel your blood circulating through your body and also feel your surrounding. That's why it's great to do it next to a stream or in the forest. After those 30 seconds, you want to inhale again through your nose and hold that for another 15 seconds, and then exhale all that air again fully out of your lungs, also through your mouth or your nose, whichever feels comfortable for you, and hold that again for another 15 seconds. Alright guys, what I want you to do now is put your phone away, take a comfortable position somewhere outside or in your house, it doesn't really matter. I would recommend in the forest and simply enjoy this. So we're going to start with those 15 to 30 deep breaths.
Close your eyes and inhale. Hold for a second and gently exhale. Fill your lungs with air through your nose and exhale whilst letting all the tension melt away. Keep the rhythm steady. Let go of all the tension and fill your body up with fresh energy. Keep your eyes closed and focus on those last deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. One last big inhale. And exhale all the air out of your lungs. Allow yourself to settle into stillness. Embrace the quiet and peaceful space within you. Imagine yourself surrounded by nature. Can you hear the gentle bird echoing around you? Now take a big inhale through your nose again. Hold the air and let these sounds draw you even deeper into the present moment. Notice any sensation inside you, your heartbeat or the air around you. Exhale the air out of your lungs again. And hold that for another 15 seconds. Forget about all the drama and all your worries. And feel this moment. You want to slowly open your eyes.
So you want to take a deep breath again, and that remarks one whole cycle. Oh my god, I feel so relaxed already. Repeat the cycle 3 to 4 times, and well, please let me know in the comment sections down below how that feels for you, and if it actually helps with your stamina as well, if you're practicing it daily for a couple of weeks. Now that is something I realized quite early on in my training routines, and that is working with interval trainings. That stuff is not only crazy to improve your stamina, but also your cardiovascular system, decreasing your risk for heart diseases and high blood pressure. There are also several ways how you can incorporate high intensive interval training, HIIT in short form. Let me share 3 different ways with you guys. So the first thing is going to be hill sprints. Apparently it's the best to do it in sand, but I live in Switzerland and unfortunately we don't have any sand dunes here, so it's just going to be hill sprints because that's the thing we have here, some beautiful mountains. So the goal is about 40 meters sprinting uphill and then slowly jogging down and doing that 10 times whilst repeating that whole cycle for about 4 to 5 times. So let's see how long I can last for. Jesus. I did 2.5 sets, about 40 minutes. I mean, look at me, literally drenched in sweat. Whoa, fuck. I actually pulled my hamstrings back then, so you better start slowly and build your way up. Now another way of doing HIIT training is by doing rope skipping.
So do 30 seconds of working sets and 20 seconds of break and do around 3 to 4 cycles.
3, 2, 1, go. There we go, guys. Rope skipping complete. Just make sure to keep your intensity as high as possible, especially during your working sets. Let's move on to the most easiest, I wouldn't say easiest, but the most known and popular form of doing HIIT training. You see, I'm gonna run back to that 100-meter line and back, but every 50 meter will be fast paced, and then I'll be jogging the other 50 meter. 3, 2, 1, go. Fucking hell. That was definitely not the best example of how you should breathe, but I found for myself that doing around 10 cycles of 2 to 3 sets worked quite optimally for me. Simply sticking to your training and being consistent is my next big lesson. I mean, I was doing great back in August and September when I was sticking to those challenges, but once it got a bit colder and freezing, especially in the mornings and the evenings, I simply started to go back to the gym. But even there, I got a bit comfortable, not pushing myself to my limits anymore. Because even there you can adjust your training and push yourself hard to improve your stamina, especially when you're working on your explosiveness and getting faster.
I've started my session with some explosive squats. This involved a slow eccentric movement and then an explosive acceleration up to my toes. The cycle was complemented with 6 standing jumps holding dumbbells and finishing off with bodyweight jumps with minimal ground contact. After a 90-second rest, I repeated the cycle for 3 sets. Next I moved on to the hip thrust. Again, the same principle. slow in the eccentric and with maximum speed in the upward movement. A total of 6 sets and with just 90 seconds rest in between. Afterwards I did 4 sets of RDLs with the same principles and finished the workout with 3 sets of lunges.
Jesus, what a killer workout that is. If you're not sweating after that, I don't know what you're doing wrong. To be honest, I was skipping those training sessions for quite some time now, but I really got back into it since last week. That type of training does not only help you with your speed and explosiveness, but also for your strength in any activity. I myself have injured myself in a badminton match a couple of weeks ago in my calves, and I could have easily neglected that by keeping up my training routine. So stay consistent and not only do your interval trainings, but also keep up your training routines in the gym. Something else I recently learned is how our diet impacts our stamina. I mean, we all know how food fuels our bodies, but I'm going to be honest here. My diet is definitely not the greatest one because I'm just a big food lover. My diet mostly consists of carb, meat, and also quite a bit of sugar. And definitely not much vegetables and fruits. I mean, this is the only fruit I've found in the house right now, which is pretty bad. But it turns out that having a nutritious diet can make a huge difference in your performance, especially in running and cardio activities. For example, I personally struggle when I go for runs that I have some gut issues, and that is often also linked with having bad eating habits. So make sure that you have a nutritious diet. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I'm not fully following it, but I'm incorporating more salad and vegetables into my diet, and also a lot of fruits. It's not just your diet though, because a good stamina also means having enough rest, which means sleeping enough and getting a good night's sleep, managing your stress, and keeping your energy levels consistent throughout your days. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you smash that like button because it really helps grow this channel, and watch this video right up there where I was training like an Olympic sprinter for 30 days.